Part 4 of the RZR RS1 UTV World Championship build, winning at life, man. Today we're at the awesome UPR.com. They got all kinds of accessories, and they have seats, all the safety gear, everything that we need. We're gonna talk to these guys and see if Jeff and Tim can hook me up with an awesome setup for the RS1, get me all fitted, dialed in, really safe in there. Excuse me. And just go out there and have some fun, but be safe. They have everything at the shop. So let's see what these guys are up to, and we'll show you guys some of the stuff that they do. Jeff, what's happening, dude? How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So we got this Polaris RZR RS1.
Right, I heard.
Now that you're a side-by-side guy, what do you think?
I think I need an RS1 too. I think I need two.
So thank you very much, Craig Scanlon, again, for letting us borrow this RS1 to get out there. But we do need to be safe when we're at the track. Safety is a lot of the stuff that these guys do, but they also have some fun. They are side-by-side riders themselves, and they do all kinds of stuff, from helmets, pumpers, all kinds of accessories for UTVs. But today we're going to be talking mostly about getting in a seat, because hopefully Jeff's going to be able to help me out and put a seat in this RS1. So maybe you can kind of show us some of the stuff before we look at the seats. So you guys do suits and helmets, neck braces, the whole deal?
Suits, helmet, we've been doing all that for a long time. We have product from, the Sparco and Alpine Stars and Hans devices, for head and neck restraints. We all kinds of stuff. Karting, road racing, off-road racing, really every type of racing you can do. We ship stuff really all over the world to different racers, so we have a pretty good selection.
Yeah, some of the names that he's dealt with over the years is huge names. Menzies, McMillan, all those bad boys in off-road. One of the things that I thought was best about Jeff and the things that him and Tim do here at UPR was that they can help in anything that we do with questions. So like right now, I don't really know what seat to put in the RS1. I don't really know how to set up the seat belts and stuff, so Jeff's going to help us out with that. Oh, cool. UTV bags. Oh, you even got mounts for mirrors and everything, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the race car stuff will cross over to the UTVs, so the wide view mirrors. We've got the smaller mirrors that work pretty good on the UTVs, different size roll cages.
Those would be pretty cool with the little wide angle.
Yeah, it works really well, so you can use a smaller mirror.
You can hang your helmet on the side of your car.
Yep.
Go to the hill and just put your helmet there.
Air gauges, tools, everything.
Yeah, so you can keep all that stuff on board.
Yep. A lot of crossover from the racing industry.
Racing guys with tear-offs. Oh, steering wheels too, sweet. Who doesn't want a steering wheel in their car, right? So, all right, well, let's get into it then. Let's go check out these seats, and you can tell me what you think.
A seat needs to fit you like a helmet or any other piece of safety equipment. So we primarily deal with Sparco. This is about a third of what Sparco has to offer as far as seats. So depending on your body size, you can...
Dang, this one feels big.
Best thing you do is, just come in and sit in them or look at our charts online. But
well, you've dealt with so many situations. You probably know if somebody calls and says their size, and you can fit them like almost over the phone.
Yeah. Tim and I have dealt with every different type of body size and every different kind of car. So
what kind of seat do you think we should put in the RS1?
Well, this one's too big because the seatbelt holes are up too high. Your shoulders are below these wings, which a lot of people don't think about. These actually hold you into the car.
It feels like I'd be wobbly.
Yeah, if you have too much room, it's like wearing a loose pair of shoes, It's not safe, and you really use a lot of energy trying to keep yourself into the seat. So
that's a good point too, because everybody wants to ride for as long as they can and not lose energy. Right.
So if you're wiping out your arms on your steering wheel by giving it the death grip, you probably don't fit your seat, or your seatbelts aren't set up right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
so this one's way too big?
Yeah.
You want me to try these ones?
Yep.
Which one?
Try that Evo. This is an extra large in the Evo line, and this is a large. It's probably a little closer.
Oh, this one feels way better on my hips.
So you fit that one a little bit better.
I like how it feels.
Shoulder harnesses are a little in a better spot for you.
It feels a little tight here, but I like how it grips it more.
You're a little low here, but you're a lot closer than you were on this seat. You can tell even these seats sitting side by side. This one's a couple inches taller.
Got it.
So if your shoulders aren't hitting right in this pocket, then it's not going to hold you in the seat as well.
I feel like it might be a little bit too small here, though. Like I feel like I'm overgrowing the chair, kind of.
Some guys have long legs, some guys have short legs, so it, back height and seat height makes a huge difference.
This one's got a different pad in it.
Yeah, it's got our UPR race pad in it.
This pad's nice. This pad feels way nice.
Yeah.
Okay. This one actually feels like it fits decent.
That one's a good size. You're a little bit low in it, but it's pretty close. That one's pretty close. The bottom is short, like this one too. So you might, if you need a little more support in your legs.
I feel like it could be a little bit longer, but this does feel better than this. So maybe it's a pad.
Right.
But it still feels pretty good. You guys got a lot more here.
So here's a couple of, just by comparison, like this is one of the smallest seats they make, and this is one of the biggest seats they make.
I feel like I'm not even gonna fit in this one.
Yeah. So
oh yeah, this is way too tight.
Right. You can't even. That one's super small.
This looks like a full race seat for your helmet and stuff.
Your family would fit in that seat. Yeah. See how tall? I mean, you're 4 inches below the seat behind. You're way below the shoulders.
Right.
So that's for a pretty big dude. But this is like buying a helmet, right? So I mean, the seat needs to fit you like.
That's actually a good point. So it's not like you can get into any UTV any seat and be safe in your UTV.
No,
right?
and that's the problem. People buy seats, and they just they sit in 1 or 2 seats, and they or they order the 2-inch extra wide one, and that's the only difference in the seat, and they really don't fit in the seat.
So how did you just say it? It's like buying a helmet.
It is like buying a helmet. It's like any piece of safety equipment. If a helmet's loose on your head, it's not going to work. If you're loose in a seat, it's not going to work.
This one actually feels pretty good.
That one looks definitely a lot better. That's the.
And I like how it's longer here too. It goes underneath my knees more, or underneath my back of my legs more.
Right. That one fits you. You sit up a little better. The shoulders catch you in the right spot.
Yeah, and I really like how it kind of hugs you in the back. It's crazy the difference between like a stock seat and one of these.
Right.
Like I feel you would just sit here and you wouldn't have to work to drive.
That's the goal, right? So the seat should hold you in.
Right.
You shouldn't hold yourself into the seat, which is what most people are doing.
How does it look for where the seatbelts go?
Yeah, it looks good. So I mean, I would definitely say you could definitely safely race in that seat. The key is now that you look at if it fits, it'll fit in your car, and this is the QRT seat, which actually is is pretty small on the outside. Sounds odd, but the way they shape the outsides of the seats makes a difference. Like you can have the same inside dimensions and a different outside dimension, just the way they mold the seat and curve the back and the bottom of it. But this seat is a good UTV seat. It's got a bottom in it that's shaped so we can get it really low.
Dude,
so
I feel like this seat with that pad would be super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely a good combination. So in this pad will definitely helps you out. So this
pad is like memory foam.
It's not really memory foam, but because memory foam, if you push it down, it'll stay down. This will bounce back. So that is more like a shock.
You can just hose this off too, right? Looks like you could.
Yeah, they're super durable. We got thousands of race miles on those. So a standard race seat typically will come with just regular, typical foam in it. But these things were really initially designed for road racing, not off-road racing.
Right.
So about 15 years ago, we started developing padding for them to make them so they work in off-road cars. So, and this is sort of what the latest evolution. It's got 2 different
this thing is crazy
densities of foam in it. So you'll never get to the bottom of that pad, and then the stock pad, after 50 or 100 miles, you'll pack this thing down and it'll be like sitting on the shell. So these ones you'll never pack down. I think this seat pad's won every Baja, been in the trucks or cars that won every Baja 1000 last decade at least.
Yeah.
And every other major race, Dakar, those things, we're shipping those all over the world for off-road racers.
That's
Rally,
awesome. Well,
that's a great.
no wonder I liked it so much. I got to be like all the other cool off-road racers.
It's gonna take more than a seat.
I know, right? Well, that's cool. Thanks for showing me all this stuff. I can't wait to see what we put in the RS1. But so that everybody can understand what they're getting into when they do the entry-level UTV stuff. You can do helmets and everything.
Yeah.
So let's check some of those out.
So we have UTV specific helmets from Bell, and we have some more interesting stuff coming that's convertible to open face to closed face. Plus we have the traditional pumper style helmets, top air,
So one of the things
Side
that I
air.
know that a lot of UTV guys have been doing is getting into pumpers and cold air systems so that they can keep cool at the dunes and things like that. So
Right.
there's all kinds of different
Well, we
ones.
got it. Really, in a helmet, you gotta make sure it fits and it's spec'd for whatever you're using it for, and it fits in your budget.
So how do you guys put in the like the communication systems in now? Because a lot of guys are using, rugged or PCI.
Yeah, all the product will fit in these helmets. So Tim does all that stuff. And
So you guys actually put them in?
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we stock them all wired.
See, this helmet feels pretty good too.
Yeah.
What about a helmet like this? This is rally style helmet.
Open face, pretty popular. One of my favorites. They're great, because they're cool. But if you're riding with people in a UTV and they're throwing rocks and you have a windshield, open face is tough. But if you have a windshield,
Might not be the best.
yeah. If you have a windshield, they're fine.
Everybody likes the cool factor of a steering wheel, but I think this is a little bit too small for the Razors, right?
I don't know. Power steering, you could make it work.
All right, well, thank you for showing us around. And I think one of the best things about Jeff and the things that they do is you can always give them a call. Like, that's the first thing that I did, because I had no idea of any of these things that we were doing. And it's pretty clear that I still have no idea, because I'm seeing Jeff to fit me in
Right.
another, well, we're going to call this an entry-level race car. So it's pretty neat that you're able to help me out.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to do it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So let's keep going on this build and see what we can do. Today we're making some seat brackets.